Greetings! I'm Willow, and I followed the family tradition of making my own path. Things can get a little crazy. I'm an artist with a great passion for nature. And now I'm also the owner of my very own cozy art studio. I travel to replenish my artistic soul and to share my experience with others. Join me to ignite your artistic self, get inspired, and see daily life and create with me at Wilhelmina Art Studio. With a little help, we make it all happen, one paintbrush stroke at a time. So I just got done watching this week's vlog, and wow, it was so exciting to see it all done with the music and everything, and I'm just so thankful that you've taken the time to watch it, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now here is this week's vlog. So what are you making this morning after doing the whole mural?
Yes, we're hungry for some scones, aren't you?
Here's how you make these delicious scones.
And I don't wanna be left out at night when I can't see everything that ain't right. I don't wanna be a rodeo. She'll lasso me up and off we go. And I fell in love with Annalise. She is the only girl who's ever been nice to me. She is my own little personal goat. She'll pick me up and drop me off, write me notes. She don't want me writing telegrams. I'll spell our names right here in the sand. She don't wanna be my everything, but she is, she was the best of me. I fell in love with Annalise. She is the only girl who's ever been nice to me. And I don't have a place to show. She circled my wagon and writes me notes.
Okay, I had to put them in for about another minute and a half. But they're ready.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Look at those.
Gorgeous. Which one do you want?
I want that one.
Okay.
Thank
there you
you.
go. You're welcome.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Perfect. Blueberry scone and coffee in my handcrafted mug. Here. Wow. You're really good.
Am I good?
Wow. I mean, look at that. So buttery.
Good. Just for you. You deserve it.
Going to dye the hair today. New adventure. Yeah. 10-minute wait, and I got my setup here with my chip clip, and this is definitely quarantine style hair dyeing. While I'm waiting for my hair to finish dyeing, I'm admiring my antique frames. Whenever I do travels, and I love to go over along the Mississippi River, and there's some great antique shops there, and so I always stop to check it out and see if I can find any more antique frames, because my plan is I want to cut some wood panels to fit inside of these frames, and then I want to get them all ready to go so I can create some paintings that are super bright and colorful and cheerful, joyful, and get them created and put into these beautiful antique frames. We're going to take a little detour and go to the Restore before going to the hardware store. Look at this frame.
Oh, what'd you find?
Yeah, it's like $3. Isn't that amazing? And we just cut panels out, and we could do another one, get another sheet of our birch plywood.
Yes.
And we could fit that in. And then I was thinking we paint it gold. I'd have to, there's like a shellac on it, I don't like that. But I think if I sand it really good and then put nice gold gilding, and then have a really nice modern work of art in there.
That it would have found.
I want this so badly right now. Just imagine in a huge warehouse studio and you have these awesome chairs everywhere. Now we need to find some 1/4-inch birch plywood, and I think it is right in this area, and I think this is it. This is what we want to make our wood panels. Getting them all measured up. Perfect. Maybe?
Yeah, a little too perfect. We're gonna run that through the saw again.
Okay.
Just
Yay!
that's a nice frame, metal.
Voila! Yeah, I got that at an antique store. It's made in Italy.
Really?
Yeah, $7. I know, isn't that beautiful?
Be priceless.
Yeah. Put a priceless painting in there. They are ready to go. Now you just gotta make some masterpieces. Or try to. This wood panel fits perfectly into this huge 2-foot by 3-foot white frame that I got in Lake City, which is right on the Mississippi River. And look at that beautiful birch plywood. It's just beckoning to get some paint on it. So I'm applying some gesso that I'm just gonna put on pretty thinly for the first few coats, and my plan is to put about 5 on this whole painting. And I'm also gonna be painting on the back side too.
What do we have here?
Oh, hello.
Are you a little cold?
How could you tell?
Just a wild guess. Oh my gosh.
It's cold in here. So now I'm gonna apply my 4th coat of gesso to this front side, and then once that dries, I'm gonna apply another coat, so it'll be my 5th, and then my plan is I'm gonna sand it really, really, really good. Then I'm gonna be ready to add the oil paint to it and start cartooning out my design. So I can't wait to show you, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add a coat of gesso right now. And I'm using this U-Trek Studio Series. So far, it's been working pretty good, so I'm just gonna keep using it, and I'm getting pretty low on my jar. Gesso is the Italian word for chalk. It was used all the way back in the 14th century in Italy. A mixture of chalk, gypsum, and pigments. You apply it to your canvas or wood support so that way the pigment or your paint doesn't soak through. Okay, so now I'm gonna let that dry. The one thing that I learned for sure not to do when you're gessoing is do not touch it too much, because otherwise it's just gonna pick up and get kind of all these weird nodules, and it's just not a very effective and smooth finish. So to avoid that, just put down your paint very smoothly, do a few strokes, and keep moving on. Don't go back into it. That's a definite no-no. So we wanna make sure, keep moving on, and then you'll have a nice surface. So I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and record a draw along downstairs in the studio on how to draw perspective. The link for this class is down below in the description box. Thanks for joining me, and have an artful day. Just got done with the lesson, now wardrobe change. Ta-da! Ready for the next class. But first, I need on my pile of aprons here to finish off the ensemble. Off to teach another class. So just a tiny bit more because I want a little bit darker blue in the under part here. So I'm going to use this purple here. Just finished recording the online classes. Now back upstairs to finish sanding and gessoing the panel so we can get started on a new work of art. So my panel is all gessoed and ready to go. I have about 5 coats on the front, 2 coats on the back, and it's really nice and smooth on the 5-coat side, which I am going to be oil painting on top of. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it even smoother with 120 grit sandpaper. Okay, it's all nice and smooth now. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust this off really good, back and forth. And there's still a little bit of some texture from the strokes from gessoing, but it doesn't bother me too much, but it's just so buttery smooth. So I just love that. And we can start on a new painting. This is gonna be really exciting and I can't wait to start the creative process and get down all of those thoughts and ideas that my mind has kind of been marinating on for a bit of time with this sketch. After a long day of creating, time for tea. How much?
$10, Willow.
Nice.
Isn't that awesome?
What a deal.
What a deal.
And what is this for?
Our chicken coop.
Our whoa. That's right, we're going to be building a chicken coop. The coop we have is not efficient enough for the winter, and our chickens need to have a nice snug area for our cold Minnesota winters.
And I don't wanna be left out at night.
You should have told me you were doing that.
How can you not notice this huge thing I have in my hand?
Because I'm looking at this huge thing and I cannot believe you got this far.
Yeah, Dad's like, I think by the time you get back from the grocery store, it's gonna be built. We're gonna have some happy chickens.
Yeah, I think so. Should be good, huh?
I think so.
I want dark yellow yolks like you get in Ireland.
Yeah.
Real eggs.
Not too shabby for less than 2 hours. Now we have to get this structure up in the back of the house. And yes, this is how we are going to do it.
And I don't wanna be left out at night when I can't see everything that ain't right. I don't wanna be a rodeo. She'll lasso me up and off we go. And I fell in love with Annalise. She is the only girl who's ever been nice to me. She is my own little personal goat. She'll pick me up and drop me off, write me notes. She don't want me writing telegrams. I'll spell our names right here in the sand. She don't wanna be my everything, but she is, she was the best of me. I fell in love.
Alright, we're good.
Woo! Yeehaw! Alright, first stroke. Da-da-da! Ooh. First coat, done. So we've had an impromptu idea for the inside of our door we're actually going to be creating a faux door that I'm going to paint on the inside. So that way when we're inside the coop in the winter and we have the door closed and we're cleaning it up, it kind of looks like we have this nice view out into a beautiful wonderland. So I'm gonna have a door here, and then I'm gonna have in the window view a really nice, pretty, whimsical view. So here goes our faux door that I'm gonna get started priming on right now. So I have it all marked out, the molding, so now I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to paint with this really nice kind of turquoise color for the door frame, and then we're going to put shadow and a highlight side for the trim so it looks nice and 3D. Started on this mural on the inside of the door. Here we go. My own house, which I hope to be like a little cottage or something. I so badly want to have like all those rambling roses everywhere, and also lots of ivy, even though I think it ruins the integrity of your house, but I just think it's so fairy tale-esque.
And you're totally...
Willa's got some news.
Yeah. So I got an email from Renee.
Yeah, the city person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently I got accepted for the mural. There's a mural grant
Yeah.
that they want like artists to
Yeah.
apply for businesses or just like around
Right.
the city.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I applied last minute
Uh-huh.
because I had an idea,
Uh-huh.
and so
So
yeah,
you submitted the idea and they got
Yeah. I got emailed it.
Oh.
Yeah, I was one of the 16 that they picked. I feel like I feel like I'm being inside, I'm buzzing like a bee or something.
Yes.
What exactly, like, what are your locations going to be for those of us who don't have a location?
Okay.
And yeah, the size and all that.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. But wow, I'm still shocked that I was chosen. Yes, it's really amazing.
Willow likes big.
That's right, I always go big.
So, Willow might eat everything.
I just finished the mural of a faux Dutch door on the inside of this door, and a view of the countryside at Château de la Lande, which I hope to visit one day soon. Enjoy!